First up we have the artist from India. Katie Taylor, perhaps the...
This bout is scheduled for...
We welcome you to this beautiful theater where every seat has been sold, but the fans will only need the edge.
This is what boxing is all about. You can smell it. You can hear it. It's the beat. It's the heat. It's everything you'd want when you come into a fight.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. And here we go. And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. That left jab is lighting her up. The straight right just misses. We welcome you to this beautiful theater. Shakespeare has nothing on the drama that we've seen between these two fighters. We expect a standing ovation when these two are done.
Todd, I love theatres. For all these reasons, you can hear everybody in the crowd. You can hear the punches. The punches actually echo. If you're that fighter coming in and you know you're in such an intense atmosphere, you know the pressure is going to be on.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Caution being thrown to the wind. They both want a knockout, you can tell. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Well done with that counter shot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. That was almost a...
Amazing, okay?
Here we go for round two. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good counter punching. Johnny, a lot of fighters focus on their defense with their hands up. This fighter focuses on their defense with their footwork, moving on those angles, staying out of danger.
Todd, this is what it's all about. Hit and don't get hit. Jab, move, pop, slip. Use your footwork. Drive your opponent crazy.
She throws the jab, but it doesn't score. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. No rest for the weary. Right uppercut can't find a home. Catch and shoot. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes,
Mix it up.
The bell rings and we start the third. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
When you're fighting a swarmer and you know their goal is to bury their head right in your chest, the uppercut would probably come in handy.
Swarmers, you can go back in boxing history. When you've seen them, when you've seen the best of the best swarmers going, you understand how hard it is. It looks exciting from the outside in. Can you imagine being right in there?
Good counter shot by her. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Beautiful counter punch. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. Good counter punch. It's all offense all the time. That counter shot lands. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. No secret who has the advantage.
Fighting smart.
Back at it in round 4. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good defense there on the left uppercut. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
She catches and counters. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. She got clipped by that counter. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. Those counter punches have to hurt. How about that time counter shot? Very close round with 10 seconds to go. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
I seriously hope the judges kept
shots, but you're not.
On to the 5th we go. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
This can be so frustrating when you're with such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Nope, that jab not going to score. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Beautiful counter shot. Nice counter shot. The perfect counter lands. One punch could change everything in this battle. He wasn't ready for that counter. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Pretty dominant round there.
Fighting smart.
This is the beginning of round 6. The last round was massive for her, Johnny. How does she keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter. This fighter has been extremely aggressive so far, Johnny, but how do they keep it up over the distance of this fight?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Nice counter shot by her. Punch, counter punch. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. This is a high-octane battle. There's a counter shot. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give...
Refocus.
Here comes round 7. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter shot. Perfect counter shot. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
Failing to score with that right hook. The straight right just misses. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. They exchange punches. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. She scores with that counter. Nice counter punch. She catches and counts. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about a one-sided 3 minute. And there's the bell for round 8. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Nice counter shot by her. That jab won't score. That counter shot lands. They exchange punches. Nice counter shot by her. Nobody home with that hook. When are we going to see a jab from these two? The straight right just misses. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. That was almost a 10-8 round. And we enter the ninth. She's coming off a fantastic last round. Let's see what she's going to do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
Good counter punch. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Just avoids the left uppercut. Punch, counter punch. For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. She got clipped by that counter. The perfect counter lands. She catch a very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, there was no doubt about who. This is the 10th. Can they seal the deal in this round after what we saw just a minute ago?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter shot. That jab doesn't score. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Do you believe this? Nice counter. She catches and counters. Do you believe this? Taylor is down. Now that is a massive knockdown. Let's take another look.
A shot from the gods took her out.
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
If they want to win this round, they got to turn it around here.
It's that forever hope. Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points up until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
Just missing with the uppercut. Good counter punching. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. No surprise as we get a unanimous decision there.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight, what a style, what a pace to get a unanimous decision. That is mad. I didn't see that coming. I thought this would be tight. This is nowhere near tight.